Yeah, go ahead. If you have questions, we can start asking. You have no questions, anyone? You should explain it to us, Disha. Read the sentence and tell us if the tense and verbs are separate. If you have understood what tense markers and tense mean, you should understand this. What do you think it is? Is it separate or together? Tense is future, and how do you know that? In the sentence, what tense it is in future? Ah, right. So that is your future tense marker, and verb is give. So both of them are separate, right? That is the question, whether the tense and verb are separate. And the question is whether the tense is marked on the verb or is it a separate marker that you can point out in the sentence. In future tense, this is going to be the case all the time, since will is your marker and it's a separate word, right? You don't find the future tense marker on the verb. The verb doesn't inflect or change to show the change in tense. So yeah, the statement is right. It.
Ma'am, could you please explain once again?
You, the question asks you whether the tense and verb, I mean, the statement is the tense and verb are separate in this affirmative sentence, right? Basically, what it is asking you is whether the tense is marked on the verb, right? Like in present tense, if you say she eats a mango, the present tense is on the verb in the form of the S, right? It's marked on that. Whereas in this case, both your tense and verb are two separate words. The verb is not marked for the tense. It's not present on the verb in the form of any, inflections or changes. That's what the question is about, which is why the tense and verb are separate, unlike in the case of past tense or a present tense.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Any other questions? Who's the other person? Is this Hemant?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Hemant. You have a question?
No, ma'am. But some of the classes I have missed, ma'am. Previous classes.
Which class?
English
Sessions.
classes. Yes, yes, yes.
Sessions. Uh-huh. Okay,
Because
yeah,
some other class were there at that time, ma'am.
yeah,
That's
I
why.
was told. I was told by others that there's something else scheduled at the same time. No problem. You
Yes,
can watch them on uh,
yes, ma'am.
YouTube, right? They update the
Yes.
playlist. Yeah.
Ma'am, could you please discuss some examples on error detection type examples, ma'am?
Error detection. You mean
Yes,
common errors?
yes, ma'am.
Common errors is tough to discuss just like that. If you have few examples, then maybe we can go
Ma'am,
through
your
and see.
voice is breaking, ma'am.
Really? No?
Your voice is breaking.
I checked with someone, they said it's okay. Yeah, so about common errors, no. You practice it, it's tough to discuss it from the top of my head because there are, it depends on what the sentence is, right? So I cannot give you examples for some. The most common errors would be in terms of tense or subject verb agreement, or if it is to talk about punctuation, then mostly the errors come in the use of commas, right? This is usually what we see. Some of it could also be based on word collocation, right? So, giving you a wrong example and then teaching is difficult. If you have any questions on mind, we can uh, discuss it in its context. Otherwise, pretty much whatever you hear in the lecture should be more than enough. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah. Reporting clause or reported speech. Reporting clause is, we discussed this last time, right? Reported speech, you know why we use that. When you have to talk about something that has already happened, you call that reporting. Reporting clause is the clause that is used to introduce the reported clause. Okay. Reported clause, which means would be the in the given context. In a reported speech, your reported clause would be your main clause, and the reporting clause will be your uh, dependent clause. Okay. Let's see if we can give an example. Do you have an example, Disha? Or maybe I'll try myself. She told that she has a meeting in the evening. Okay. Look at this example, Disha. She said that she has a meeting in the evening. What is the reported speech? Not reported speech. Reported speech. Did you mean reported clause? Reported speech, the whole of the sentence will be reported speech. Okay. If it's reported clause, then the part of the sentence after that would be the reported clause. She said would be the reporting clause.
Okay, ma'am. And the reported clause is after that sentence, no? After
Yes.
that.
Whatever is reported, that would be a reported clause. Okay. So what is reported? The reported part of the sentence is that she has a meeting in the evening. So obviously that would be the reported clause.
Okay.
Whatever is being reported is your reported clause. Simple.
Ma'am, in this, what is reported verb?
Reported verb. Reported verb is the verb that is part of the reported clause. Whatever is a reported clause here. Which one is a reported clause here? You tell me what is the reported clause in this sentence. Not just has Hemant.
Ma'am,
Your
she
when
has
you're
a meeting in the
correct.
evening.
Correct. Yeah. She has a meeting. Yeah, yes, you're right, Hemant. So has, right? Has will be your reported verb. And the reporting verb is said.
Okay, ma'am.
Good evening, Hemant. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Any question for me? Good evening, Disha. How are you guys doing? Everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. If there is any question for me, please let me know.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, sir. If they give any picture, how to start the passage? How to write the passage about that?
If you see a picture, then how you write a passage?
Yes, sir.
When you see a picture,
First, observe it carefully. Then make a note of your observations. Okay. Try to write a short draft of that. Make sure that your grammatical sentences are grammatical, and then elaborate on that. So this is the kind of exercise we give for improvement of various different aspects of language related activities. Okay, Krishnaveni?
Yes, sir. I have doubt how to starting sentence should be like a title. Ma'am told title. It should be a title.
No, I mean, it depends on what you are writing. So it should have a title, but you can simply write. The process is what I just told you: observation, then description, then notes, then correction, and then final write.
Okay,
Because
sir.
that process helps you improve several other skills. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sure. Anything else, guys?
So in sentence, how we find any condition? There is any condition or no condition or mixed condition.
What conditional?
So if there was any sentence was given, in that we need to find conditions. There is any condition, no condition, mixed condition, or one second condition. How we find that?
I did not understand, Disha. Lida, do you understand what she's saying?
Okay. Sir, I think she's asking about conditionals. Disha, please watch the lecture. All of it is explained there, right? Different kinds of conditions. How do you identify them? What each of them represent? Everything is there in the lecture.
Is
Revisit
she,
it in case you have no idea of what
is she
conditionals
talking
are.
about conditional?
Yeah, conditionals.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
This question that you have posted, you can answer after you have gone through the lecture carefully. Ask you to pick the type of conditional, zero first, second, or mixed. But for that, you'll have to know what each of these conditions are and where they are used. Okay, please look at it again and you'll be able to answer.
Okay.
First,
Anything else, guys?
Sir, is this dubbed section?
Sorry?
Is it dubbed? We have to ask doubts. That's also.
Is this for dubbed session?
Doubts. Sir.
Doubt session. Yes, ma'am. Doubt session. You can ask me any question related to this course that you have. We will be able to answer that.
Oh.
Come in. Nothing else, guys? I don't see Disha. Are we done? Lida, in that case, Hemant, Disha, and Krishnavani, thanks for joining. We will meet next week.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Lida, let's close
Yes, sir.
this.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Sure, sir.
bye-bye.
Thank you.